Hi, Gemini. You are receiving the final July 2019 Oracle blessing. Just before we get started, I just want to be completely clear that this is a non-predictive reading. It is intended to simply be advice for the month ahead to help bring you a little bit more on path with your highest good. So while we're here, let's start with a very short little meditation to help connect our energy. So you can place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly and close your eyes. Just take a deep, deep breath in and out. Good. And I want you to just notice how you're feeling today, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. If there's anything you're wanting, needing, yearning for, if there's any pain in the body, the mind, and the heart. And then just bring your attention upward, right above the crown of your head. And I'd like you to connect with your higher self. And then give your higher self permission to connect with my higher self. And while we're connected in this place, I'd like us to also call in our spirit guides, our well ancestors, Reiki masters, archangels, highest energy from all corners of the universe. And ask that we're assisted in manifesting the advice, the words, the messages that will help bring you more into alignment with your highest good. A little bit closer to being on path to receiving as much joy and happiness as possible this month ahead, to get the most out of July. And while we're connected, we're not sharing any of our personal energy. I'm not taking any of your energy. I'm not giving you any of mine. We're connected in a higher state. And once this video is over, we will no longer be connected. Okay? So let's get started. So I'm giving you a reading from 4 different decks, and you'll get one card from each deck. I only really count cards that come out as a single card, but if any random cards come out, I will, for the most part, offer them in the reading, just in case they will serve you. First, we're starting with the Ethereal Visions Tarot. So any messages for Gemini to help bring them into alignment in July 2019 for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. Let's see if anything comes out. So to start, we have Justice and the 8 of Cups. So there's just something that you might be leaving behind right now, so that you can find a little bit more balance in your life. Maybe saying goodbye to anything that doesn't feel fair. But let's keep going because I don't have enough information yet. You might need to let go of some negativity or judgments, right? Gemini energy. To remember who you are. I love Gemini. It's a little unpredictable to me. Hard to read, but I just find you guys fascinating. So many Geminis I know end up marrying another Gemini, and I think it's adorable. They always seem like the perfect couple. Right. 7 of Pentacles is your card for the month of July. Seems like you're focusing on hard work and mastery, profit, reward, investment, and growth. So Gemini, you you're kind of being, if this is as advice, it's kind of, I think, indicating that you want to maybe invest some of the money that you earned this year into something important to you. This might be a really good time to do that. Or maybe, let's see what else is coming up. Gemini, profit reward. Don't normally pick many pentacles because I'm such a lovey person. I'm always getting, I typically get either wands or cups in my, which is more like fiery energy and emotional watery energy. But I think just kind of feeling into how much you've already acquired, you know? All right, so this is the Chakra Wisdom deck. Let's see what they have here for you. And we'll bring all of the cards together for advice at the end. Miracle. All right. So this is always kind of an indication to kind of open yourself up to the possibility of miracles, but also to celebrate all the miracles that are happening in your life. As advice, when it comes to this, like profit reward investments, I would say, you know, maybe if you are, I don't work in this world, but I know a lot of people do. If you're considering buying stocks and things like that, maybe this is a time to kind of focus on that if you're in that world. But focusing on your money, maybe playing the lottery could be fun for you. But yeah, it just seems like a good indication around money and how you are distributing it, and maybe it's a good time to focus on that. Good. And then from the Sacred Rebels deck, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Any advice for the month ahead for Gemini, the twins, to keep in mind, to be a little bit more in alignment with the highest good. And so what's really lovely about Gemini, I feel like if you are focusing on profits, rewards, investments, and it seems like a good blessing that, you know, that's a good idea for you to be focusing on right now, your intention is likely to you know, for your family, to make sure that you are set for the future. So I think this would serve the highest good. All right, Sacred Rebels, any messages for Gemini? Two little messages that came out that aren't your cards, but I'll still mention are these upside down? Yeah. Relax and hold darkness. Relax, the hold of darkness can be at cause, inspiration. I've never seen this card before. Look how beautiful it is. Yeah, you are like putting me into uncharted territory. I don't really work with air energy. So relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Interesting. I'm going to look into that one. And then inspiration. Awesome. So maybe something has come up for you that's making you realize that you should be putting more of your attention and awareness into what is actually going to bring in a profit, and what is actually going, what is worth your investment, because you realize what actually matters in life at this point, and you don't want to be working quite as much because you want to be focusing more on the things that inspire you. Okay, so let's keep going. I'm not going to look up the one card just because it's not your card. If it comes back out, though, I will, just because I'm not familiar with that one. All right, Against the Grain. So this is your card, I'm going to just look up real quick. She's going in the flow. She's swimming through water. So I think, yeah, just noticing with the messages, maybe you've been having some challenges lately and it's making you realize, again, you know, against the grain is an indication like, I don't feel like going against the current. I want to feel in the flow. So it's making you realize maybe how to reallocate your funds and invest so that eventually you don't need to be working as hard, so that you can really focus on what inspires you and so that you can feel more at ease. Let's see, what else is there for this card to bring you more into alignment? This oracle comes with a special message for you. You are someone who lives and breathes in the depths of the creative waters. You need to lose yourself to the flow of music, nature, dreams, imagination, fantasy, through art and literature, meditation, dance, and the sensual surrender of the sacred waters of the ocean, the river, the lake, or a bathtub. Okay. So I think you're being kind of pushed to step out of your daily so that you can do some sort of creative work that inspires you, and trusting that it's going to work out. So if there's something that you feel really called for, I think it's going to work out. I'm not telling you to quit your day job, but if you reallocate your funds a little bit, you might be able to work a little less. All right, and then Yamaya, surrender. So in order for miracles to happen, typically we have to kind of give it to the universe, give it to God, give it away. We do the work, we kind of reallocate things, we notice where, you know, we're putting a little bit too much effort and that's not really bringing us back an investment. It's not really giving us what we need. And then as long as we do the work that is being called on a daily basis, but we're not trying to work harder, we're trying to work smarter at this point, especially if you need more space in your life for this creative inspiration. But once you have that, and you have all the ducks in a row, you just kind of have to surrender and trust that it's going to come in. If this is creative work that you're feeling really called to, investing time and energy into that is definitely a good idea right now. And just trusting that it's going to come back in some capacity, whether it be financially, whether it be through community or just personal fulfillment, making sure that you're putting time in your life for that and trusting that the payback for it is going to come back, whether it's spiritually or not. Yeah. Geminis definitely are multi-talented human beings. You have so many wonderful things up your sleeve. So I think that it's a good idea to not have all of your eggs in one basket, to have multiple streams of income, but also to have making sure that all your many creative hats are having a little bit of fulfillment. So if you need more music in your life, making sure that you're doing that, even if it's just playing music in your basement, who cares? Make sure that you're doing it. If you haven't danced in years, go and dance. Like, your soul needs you to feel into that. And when you're in that place, you're in such a high vibration that miracles happen, not only for you, but for the people in your life, because you are seeing all of us, right? Geminis are always observing. You're such great observers. You take in information, you assess it, and you're pretty keen on that. So if you are in this higher vibration and you're viewing us, you're expecting us to be better off. So you being fulfilled and happy it's good for all of us. It totally serves the highest good. I hope that makes sense. I'm sorry for the funky beginning, but I was just like, what does this have to do? But I get it. It's not only finances, but I do think the way you guys work, you do need to make sure that you reallocate the funds so that you feel safe into pursuing these more creative passions. But stop going against the grain. Stop fighting your inner impulses to truly enjoy yourself, because when you stop that, miracles happen. When you're in this higher vibration where you're surrendering to this creative flowing energy, miracles happen. Not only for you, but for the people you love. All right. I hope that is in some way understandable and helpful. Gemini, I think that you are a very, very special person, and I am very, very happy that you are the sign before Cancer. You give me a lot to reflect on, and I truly hope that you have the best July ever. Have the happiest summer and enjoy. Namaste.